So I took a little trip down to Catacombs of Carthus, read some item descriptions that you're probably going to enjoy because they explain things like, who's High Lord Wolnir? What's his deal? Or what's with the generic dune sandworm that shoots electricity? But I have a question for you. Who built this giant ballista that nobody's aiming and it seems to auto-lock onto me no matter where I go? I mean, this thing like tracks heat signatures or something. What, did the US military come down here and build this? I'm getting distracted. I'm going to be reading item descriptions as I have been in this series while I play through Dark Souls 3. Now, as I stated, I'm playing through Catacombs of Carthus. We're also going to Smouldering Lake. There's going to be bosses, items, good times. So if you enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe. Help me reach 1,000 subs. You're cool. Thank you for that, and enjoy the video. The Catacombs of Carthus. Carthus Rouge. Highly viscous scarlet plant secretions. Temporarily applies bleeding effect to right-hand weapon. Associated with the warriors of Carthus, whose blades take on the scarlet hues of both this sanguine substance and the spatters of their victims' blood. Look at these guys. Some of you will be cool warriors that protects our ancestors. The rest of you, you're gonna be a wall decoration. Look at all these skeletons just going day by day, going to work, and then here's me to ruin it all. Carthus Pyromancy Tome. I have another Pyromancy Tome. I just haven't read it yet. I'm gonna try and group up a bunch of the Pyromancy stuff. Like, I might take all the books I get for miracles and pyromancies and kind of read them all at once. I almost one-shot him. No. Yep, stay down, little buddy. Oh, what do we got here? That's weird. It's wiggling and rolling away. Where's this thing going? I'm just going to follow this for a bit. I think its journey has ended. May I help you? Nope. So this is just what you're going to do for the rest of your life. Or lack thereof. Ah, the stairs of justice. The world's slowest ball. Hey man, where are you going? I didn't realize he was gonna run away. Oh, this is annoying. I will chase your bitch ass to the ends of the earth. That's right. Carthus Milk Ring. Ring worn by warriors of the Sand Kingdom Carthus. Slightly boosts dexterity and obscures the wearer while rolling. The sword technique of Carthus allows for fluid movement with a curved sword. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponents by moving as weightlessly as a grain of sand. They live for their High Lord Wolnir, conqueror of most kingdoms known to their people. I'd like to meet this Wolnir. Hopefully we do. Wink. Alright. I've been waiting for this dude. I usually kill him in the beginning of the game, but I keep forgetting about him. He's like, so you've come. What if he just falls off? Buddy, you're gonna lose this fight. I'm just gonna tell you that now. He does have a lot of health. Ooh, he should not have went for that. He's not even bald. I thought he was bald. Alright, Uchi-Katana and some clothing. Let's read. Uchi-Katana. A unique katana characterized by the fine craftsmanship of an eastern land where it was forged. The finely sharpened blade cuts flesh like butter and causes bleeding, but breaks easily as a result. And skill is hold. Assume a holding stance to rapidly execute a lunging slash with normal attack, or a deflecting parry with strong attack. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about the parry. That's what reading's for, kids. Master's attire. A terribly worn shirt. I have read this item description before. I really like it. Men are fond of weaving tales to explain the raggedness of their garb. My sixth sense warned me of danger, and I danced between flurries of blades, unscathed. But alas, my clothes went to tatters. So I'm assuming that's what this guy said. This area is usually much harder. This is a very easy playthrough so far. There's a guy right there. Carthus Blood Ring, that's something to read. Carthus Blood Ring. Ring worn by warriors of the Sand Kingdom Carthus. Boosts rolling invincibility at the cost of defense. The sword technique of Carthus allows for fluid movement with a curved sword. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponents by... Yeah, we know about that. The rest of that we know. Grave Warden's Ashes. Umbral Ash of the Grave Warden of the Catacombs of Carthus. With this, the shrine handmaid will prepare new items. The old man began as a squire, carrying his master's accoutrements. He ended his days as a grave warden, and carried them still. Alright, the loyalty's insane. Alright, I'll deal with you in a second, mister. This guy's gots to go. Yeah, there we go. Try and hit me. You can't. Yeah, now you don't know what to do. That was your whole game plan. Yeah, we're kind of on a roll right now. This is always fun. I'm like, fall down, man. Stop making this so difficult. Yellow Bug Pellet. Medicinal pellet made from crushed insects. The yellow type temporarily boosts lightning damage absorption. The Grave Wardens of Carthus used these to repel a great sandworm. The worm tumbled into the catacombs and proceeded to dominate its new home in the Smouldering Lake. Let's go to Smouldering Lake. Unfortunately. Okay! Yeah, that's how I responded too. That scream. Alright, I'm gonna run over and open this chest without even thinking. Just kidding. Holy cow. Oh, he's killing it for me. Thank you, Mr. Demon. Symbol of avarice. Okay, I got a couple of items to read. That was pretty lucky. That's interesting. Well, he's about to die. There we go. Alright, symbol of avarice. Head of the avaricious creature that mimics treasure chests. Can be worn if one so wishes. Increases soul absorption from defeated enemies, as well as item discovery. But the curse of the branded also drains HP. The very form of this creature is thought to be a form of brand, a punishment for sin. And then we have Black Blade, short katana wielded by the swordsman and distinguished guest of High Lord Wolnir. This shiny black blade is thick, but shorter than the typical katana. The swordsman was a master of a rare technique, traces of which can be observed in this weapon's strong attack. And then it has the same skill as just the Uchi katana, but the black blade looks cool. Yeah, Old Sage's Blindfold and Witch's Ring. Old Sage's Blindfold. Attire of pyromancers of the Great Swamp, particularly favored by old sages. The large blindfold blocks out unnecessary light, allowing one to observe a pyromancy's true essence. The flame reveals all and obscures all. Witch's Ring. The Witch of Izalith and her daughter, scorched by the flame of chaos, taught humans the art of pyromancy and offered them this ring. Greatly boosts pyromancies. Every pyromancer is familiar with this parable that tells of the witches espousing the need to fear the flame and teaching the art of pyromancy to men in hopes that they might learn to control it. Soul of a Demon, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength, used to acquire numerous souls or transposed to extract its true strength. Demons were born of the chaos flame, but the flame has not survived, and the demons are a dying race. Ah, the Undead Legion's armor set. Undead Legion Helm. Attire of the Abyss Watchers, the Undead Legion of Farron. These undead warriors vowed to partake of wolf blood. They acted in the dark, seeking out any sign of the Abyss, fighting a constant war with its abominations. This pointed steel helm was a distinct symbol of the Legion, shirked as a sinister omen by the masses. Let's use this yellow bug pellet. Wow, this part is loud. Did I just frostbite it already? That thing does immense damage. Holy cow. This worm is so loud. It's hitting the worm. Hold up. Oh no. Cheat code activated, anyone? This is messed up, isn't it? You know what? They're gonna play cheesy on me, I'm gonna play cheesy on them. It's almost dead. I think it's dead. Yes! Shield of Want. Shield of an ancient king who was cursed by an all-consuming thirst. In the end, he was no king. The residue of the king's lust still smolders within this shield, increasing the number of souls absorbed when enemies are defeated. And then it allows you to use your weapon skill from your other weapon when you have it out. Okay, so this blessed shield, goodbye to you. Lightning Stake. A lost dragon-slaying miracle strikes with a stake of lightning. This tale describes the lost practices of ancient dragon slayers, who found that in order to pierce dragon's scale, lightning should not be hurled as a bolt, but rather be thrust as a stake directly into the dragon's hide to be truly effective. This guy ruins good times. Here we go. Hello, my friend. He's like, we are not friends that I'm aware of. We're kind of smacking the ever-living shit out of him. That's scary when he gets all fiery. Oh yeah, this attack. Oh, hell no. Oh, it goes back out. I have made a big mistake. Except I'm alive. So how bad could the mistake be? I'm just gonna hang out over here. Screw him. Yeah, you're gonna have to come to me, bud. I know your little fancy little attack over there. Man, he's very saturated. He's about to do his little fake out thing that he likes to do. I feel like this guy's music sounds like Dark Souls 1 music. Oh, I'm stuck. Do your little attack. Doesn't matter to me. Oops, I missed. Is this where he fakes out? I need to get away. Whoops. But now he's dead. Excellent. That's a pretty fun fight. I'll save his boss soul for now. I didn't put it on in time, did I? I did. Yes. Kind of a cheat code. Chaos Bed Vestiges. Traces of the tumultuous seed bed that birthed the beings known as demons. Hurls chaos flame that scorches vicinity. Demons born from fire bore its smoldering essence and perished soon after. Man shares this report with the flames to this day. And then Old King's Great Hammer. Great Hammer of the Old Demon King. This weapon has survived since Old Izalith and is imbued with remnants of the Chaos Flame. The skill is Molten Perseverance. Anchor weapon in Earth to temporarily boost poise and use strong attack to repeatedly stab Earth to trigger molten explosions. Oh, and then also, here we go, Soul of the Old Demon King. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls or transposed to extract its true strength. The shriveled old Demon King is now like a clump of burnt ash, but he is the last living witness of the chaos of Izalith. I remember these guys can be a little pesky. Yeah, they got a lot of health. Can I get through here, like with the jump? Just barely. Estus Shard, that's cool. Izalith Pyromancy Tome. We'll read that when we do our Pyromancy segment, which won't be in this video, but we will... I guess I'll look up all the Pyromancy Tomes, and then once I've collected the last one, I'll read all of them, and then I will read all of the Pyromancies as well. That way all of the lore is just sort of together. Chaos Gem. A gem of infused titanite. Relics of lands scorched by the Chaos Flame. Used in infusion to create chaos weapons. Chaos weapons inflict fire damage and scale with intelligence and faith. He's patrolling the perimeter. Alright, alright. You gotta be very careful with these guys. These guys ain't your daddy's Black Knights. They are much faster, much scarier, and hit much harder. Yeah, you can't get cocky like I was trying to get cocky there. We got him though. Black Knight's Sword. Great sword wielded by the Black Knights who wander the lands. Designed to face chaos demons. The unique attack of this sword greatly seduces. Whoa. The unique attack of this sword greatly reduces enemy poise, reflecting the tremendous size of the enemies that the knights have fearlessly faced. Skill, perseverance. Raise sword in the name of the First Lord to temporarily boost poise. Damage reduced while activated. This part's a pretty cool homage to Dark Souls 1. Just because of, like, look at these guys. And we're in the remnants of Lost Izalith. This is like the thing that people like to point out in this area. Quelana's Pyromancy Tome, which we will read in another video, alongside all the Pyromancy items. But she's with her sister. Those are the spider legs. There's the body, and they're kind of petrified for some reason. But she died with her sister, which is, I don't know, you could say it's sad, you could say it's kind of wholesome in a dark, twisted way. Oh boy. Not great. I need to heal anyway. Come on. Damn, he's putting that shield up. He's such a troll. That's a problem. Oh, wow. That gave him some frostbite. Wow. He almost ended me just right there. Damn. This guy's scarier than the boss that I just fought. Alright, he's dead. Very good. Oh, he's got the Fume Ultra Greatsword. I didn't even make that connection. He's got a couple of good things. First up, Fume Ultra Greatsword. This twisted sword, the heaviest of all Ultra Greatswords, resembles black slate. This weapon, said to belong to a trader from long ago, was so heavy that it found no owner and became a forgotten relic of history. And then this Giga Chad found it, and he's like, I'm gonna use it. Black Iron Great Shield. Great shield made of black iron, deeply feared for its association with Night Slayer Tsorig. Yeah, it's terrifying. Black iron offers high defense, and it's particularly effective at warding off fire. Night Slayer's Ring. Ring of the Savage Tsorig, more commonly known as the Night Slayer. Enemies lose more stamina when guarding attacks. Long ago, Tsorig engaged the guardians of an ancient city in a bloody confrontation, and returned with their rings as his prize, still frozen on their dismembered fingers. Okay. I don't know what that... I know what the Fume Knight sword pertains, like what the lore pertains to, but not the ring. Dragon Rider Bow. Long bow of the Dragon Riders who served the old King of Want. The Dragon Riders were the old King's royal guard, and great strength was demanded of them. Merely drawing this bow calls for inhuman strength. The worthy few who can master this bow, however, use it to devastating effect. Skill, Puncture. Pull the arrow even further back for a more powerful shot that can also pierce shields. Final stretch. Should be a lever somewhere. Here we go. They can't stop me either, so this is done. No matter what they do, it's done. They gave up. One of them didn't, but he's too stupid to get to me. All right. Hey, Horace. How you doing, pal? Everything okay? You good? You good, brethren? You look like you're in a good mood. Oh, here he comes. Horace. You silly bastard. What are you doing, bud? I just killed Knight Tsorig. I don't think I'm scared of you at all, pal. Sorry to be that guy, but... yeah. Well, we're just not going to tell Henri about this. How about that? Llewellyn Shield. Metal shield crafted by the Great Smith. Fashioned from rare guy steel, it excels at various types of damage absorption. Touch the goblet of fire, Harry. This part's like a horror movie. I love that. They get you at the item. There he is. I love that. Alright, there's one of his bracelets. Oh, he's got another on this arm. He's definitely about to do something. See, the problem is you eventually run out of room. So you really gotta play. You gotta play on, you know, a little aggressive. Wow. I feel like this running R2 is gonna be very, very nice. You don't want him to take all the room, but you obviously can't help it if he decides to take some room. That probably is pretty good damage on it. Damn, he will not stay still. I don't blame him. There we go. And there he goes. I think it'd be wild if he returned. I mean, he doesn't, but just imagine. Because he slides down that, but he doesn't... I mean, it doesn't look like he dies. But maybe it did kill him. But then again, he's a skeleton, so... death is very subjective. A very subjective term. That's a pretty cool goblet, by the way. Never noticed that. Soul of High Lord Wolnir. Soul of the High Lord Wolnir, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls, or transposed to extract its true strength. Lord Wolnir of Carthus sentenced countless souls to gruesome deaths, keen to outlive them all. Asshole. Black Serpent. Pyromancy discovered from the abyss by High Lord Wolnir that inspired the black arts of the Grave Wardens. Releases undulating black flames that trace the ground. Be it sorcery or pyromancy, all techniques that infringe on humanity lead to the same place. That is to say, they all seek a will of their own. And then Wolnir's Holy Sword. A holy sword eroded by the abyss. When Wolnir fell to the abyss, he was gripped by a fear of true darkness and pleaded to the gods for the first time. This holy sword, together with 3 armlets stripped from the corpses of clerics, gave him some semblance of comfort. Skill, Wrath of the Gods. Thrust weapon into earth to emit powerful shockwave. The wrath of those swallowed by the abyss is a thing to be wary of indeed. Okay, so he's gone. The only thing that was keeping him around was his sword and his armlets. And so he fell into the abyss. But is it really worth living if you're just going to be hanging there? And that's it for today. Hope you had a good time. We managed to get through pretty much everything I was hoping we would. I wasn't sure if we were going to do Smouldering Lake, but at the end of the day, very happy I did. That area is kind of a pain. The boss is easy, but the worm and the giant arrows that shoot at you, those are the real problems. And then the labyrinth, that is the Lost Izalith remnants. I don't remember what the area is called. Demon Ruins. Yeah, that area is pesky. Catacombs of Carthus, not bad at all. But we managed to get it all, and so I'm happy. In the next video, we're going to be going through Irithyll, and that's going to be a very good time. And I think that's where this game really starts to shine, is when you get past Catacombs of Carthus. I do like the areas in the beginning, but much like Dark Souls 2, this game really starts to pop in the late game. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe. If you want to help push this video out to others, be sure to like it. Always appreciate comments. They help push this video out as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.